Hello traders, this is day number 79 of Small Cap Market Open Test Trading. I've written a plan specifically to trade small cap stocks. We've taken now, let's see, 2 more trades today, 90 trades. We only have 10 more to go before we're finished testing. I want to take this to 100 trades before we decide how profitable it is and if any changes need to be made. So today was a pretty interesting day. Some unusual things happened that I'm sure you're going to be able to learn from. So I recommend watching the whole video. The screener that I use every single day to find these stocks, since we're testing small caps, is my small cap screener. I use the textbook definition of small cap stocks, which is a market cap of $300 million to $2 billion. And we're looking at the price ranges between $5 and $100. So I organize the list by volume every single day, and I look for the stocks with the highest volume that also have a 5% change or better. And then there's also some strict daily chart criteria that must be met that's written in detail in my trading plan. So let's take a look at the video and we'll see what happened. Today was an interesting day because it looked like it might be a no trade day. I only allow myself to trade from 9:30 to 10:30, and there are so many reasons for that. And I found that to be not only the best window to find opportunities on a daily basis, but also that's about all I'm willing to give the market each day. I've found in the past when I've sat in front of the screen for the entire day that I'm much more likely to break my plan and start making stupid trades and things like that because you get frustrated. You're sitting there a long time. So I've decided an hour is plenty for me. If I go over that, I am likely to break my plan, and that's never a good thing. So here we're looking at HDSN. That was the stock that we ended up trading. So I'll show you how it looked on the daily chart. You can see that, let's see, let me get it to the daily chart. There we go. So it's trading above the 200 MA. There's some old lines from a long time ago on there I was deleting, but trading above the 200 MA, so it meets that requirement. And now we are waiting for it to break out over its previous high, which was 898. I believe it was established in the aftermarket yesterday. And I have these lines out ahead of time. I have no idea where these levels will actually end up, but it's just a reminder that I need to see other levels hit before I could take a trade so I don't accidentally get kind of tricked into a trade or something like that. So it took a long time. That was, let's see what time that was when I pulled that up on the chart, around 9:35, so very near the market open. And the trade wasn't triggered until about 10:25, I believe. So here we go. We've broken out through the previous high, and we've made our first high of day. I need to see a second high of day established before I could take a trade. That's kind of like a double confirmation. Does it always work? Absolutely not. In fact, the trades fail most of the time. And that's something that you're going to find with, I think, a lot of tried and true trading strategies, is that the trades fail more than 50% of the time. But the way that the trade system is profitable is by making sure that your reward is 2 or 3 or 4 times what your risk is on every single trade. So for example, here, during the testing, we are holding till 2R. So 2 times our risk. That means that our break-even win rate is 33%. Anything above that is profitable. What we found so far after 90 tests is that 3R is a better profit target. That seems like a no-brainer, but you don't know how often those trades are going to go to 3R. Ones that go to 2R may not go to 3R, but we found out that almost all the time, I'll give you a specific number when the test is over, these trades do go to 3R. So when we do switch to full position size, we are going to hold till 3R. And what that does is that makes our break-even win rate 25%. So the trades only need to work out more than 25% of the time, even 26, 27% of the time, and will be profitable. So that is how all of that works. So now I'm just waiting for this first high of day to be broken and the second high of day to be established, which will be at that white line. I mean, that's in an arbitrary position right now. It's wherever that second high of day ends up being. So, and this level here is really important. This is kind of my moment of weakness for the stock. If it breaks down below this level, then I don't take a trade. So you can see here on this one single 1 minute candle, it broke out through both of those levels and established that second high of day that we were waiting for. So once that's established, now I'm just waiting for the pullback and the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, and that is my entry. So I get triggered into kind of a fake breakout, which I expect that because all of my statistics show that my first entry fails about 75% of the time. We're still taking it because we're in the testing phase, and that was part of the original trading plan. So if I change it during the test, then I'm going to screw up all of the data, all of the statistics. So I keep taking this first entry. It's really on the cusp of being profitable / break even. So I'm not even sure at this point if we are going to remove it when we go full position size. I'll talk all about that when we're done with this testing plan. But here we go. There's where I'm triggered when that 1 minute candle makes a new high after a pullback, and a specific pullback from the second high of day. And then I move my stop loss in place. That is extremely important to do right away because these types of stocks can turn and flush really quickly, and you don't want to take a bigger loss than you need to. So now I'm using my XR calculator. It allows me to put in the entry price, the stop loss, the reward factor that I want to trade with, and then it calculates the profit target. But you could see that I got stopped out while that was happening. So that just proves the point of how important it is to move that stop loss in place right away before you do anything else. Because if I went to the calculator first and calculated my profit target, I would have now been in a trade that I'm losing way more than the potential reward was. So anyway, that is the first trade. Now, if you notice down here, you can see kind of behind this time ticker that it's near 1030, and I have an alarm set at 1030. If that alarm goes off, I cannot take a trade anymore. So this was only the first trade of the day, and if I get triggered for another entry before 1030, I have to take it. It doesn't matter how close it is to 1030, as long as it's not 1030, I have to take it. If it's 1 second after 1030, I can't take it. You have to have boundaries. You have to draw a line somewhere. Otherwise, you start bending your rules, and before you know it, you are way outside of your trading plan. And whether you win or lose the trades, that data from those wins and losses, the statistics, they are absolutely meaningless because they're outside of your trading plan criteria. So here's what's going to happen. In just a moment, I'm going to get triggered for another entry. So you can see it's not 1030 yet. And I don't even watch the clock at this point. As I said, I have the alarm set so that I could focus on the trade if I'm in one or getting ready to be in one at that time. You don't want to be thinking, okay, I'm really close to my cutoff. I need to watch the clock. I need to watch to see if I get triggered, that kind of a thing. So I have an audible alarm set. And you can see right there I got triggered as soon as a 1 minute candle made a new high. And again, I placed my stop loss. Now, actually, so here, this was the other interesting thing that happened. You see me, I'm looking for my stop loss graphic, and I don't see it on the chart. Now, this is a very rare thing that happens, but this can happen on Webull. It can happen on any platform. I've seen people with Lightspeed and other big name platforms that have order issues. And you can see what happened there is as soon as I canceled my profit target, I was going to put in a manual stop loss and profit target. You can see what happened is as soon as I canceled it, the stop loss showed up, which is not such a bad thing because that's the most important order at this point. The profit target doesn't matter so much because it's nowhere near hitting our profit target. So what I did was I just waited a little bit of time till I knew I was safe, and then I canceled this order, and then I'll show you how I put in the profit target and stop loss after the fact, which is very quick and easy to do. You don't even need the order entry widget up, and that's how I'm able to keep such a clean chart here. I'll show you that in just a moment. So right now is just waiting, and I'm marking out my 2-hour profit target. I'm still in this trade, as a matter of fact, and I'll show you where it is when we're done. And sometimes that happens as well. And when it does, if it's after 10:30, I don't care. I just close my, so let me show you this and then I'll tell you that story. All right. So, actually I have to cancel the stop loss. So if this happens, if something like this happens to you, here's how you handle it. So you're going to cancel the stop loss order. Maybe it's the profit target order that popped up and the stop loss didn't or whatever. Just cancel whatever order's out there. Just click that X. You're going to see me do it in just a second. I was just waiting. Now I left click on the position. That's really important. The right click brings you a different menu. But if you left click on the position bubble here, it will give you this close position option. And then you can close by stop loss, take profit. You don't even have to put in the exact levels. You can see here, it I think is using my hotkey preset of like negative 10% plus 20%. I'm not sure. I'm not going to calculate that right at this second. But the point is it gives me plenty of room on the stop loss and the profit target. So all I have to do is hit sell. and it's going to throw those orders out there, and now I can move them into the position that I want very quickly. So that is how you handle that situation. And we already know our calculated profit target. So now we have the bracket order in place exactly how we want it to be. So it's a very easy fix to handle that situation when that happens. And let's say, for example, that I placed that order and neither the profit target or stop loss popped up. Then I would do the exact same thing where I left click on position. I would just hit sell right away, and I know that I'm going to get that profit target and stop loss placed on the chart far away from where the price is, and then I'll move it into position right away. So either way, it's very easy to work yourself out of these trading platform issues when they arise once in a while. So anyway, that's it for the video. Let me actually show you, let's see where the trade is right now. I don't even know where it is right now. I don't think it hit the stop loss, but it may have. Yeah, it looks like it did hit the stop loss. So it ends up being a minus 2R day. Not a big deal. Yesterday we had a nice one and done day that we took profit at 2R, but it went to 5R, I believe. So in the long run, when we trade full position size, we are going to be holding to at least 3R. And so that would have taken care of this trade, and we would still have profit. So this is going to happen. You're going to have red days. There's nothing you can do about it. It's about the long haul, not the individual trade. So make sure that you go into every single trade with a plan. You stick to that plan no matter what. You always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.